How's it, guys? This is Dayvy FPL and welcome back to the Fantasy Premier League video here on my channel. Now in this video we're going to be going over the Game Week 22 team selection. As you can see on screen here, we have the team review. Go check out that video if you have not looked at it. We're going to go really in depth in that video, and in this kind of team selection, we're not going to touch it at all just because of the large gap between Game Week 21 and Game Week 22. But let's get on to the video. Thank you to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. Link down below if you do want to use my download link to download this wonderful app. Thanks again for sponsoring the video. If you don't know, OneFootball is the everything football related app. It's free to download on iOS or Android, and you can see there on the table. I'm following the Premier League right now. Gives me all the goals, assists, and whatever I need to know, as well as following my favorite team if I do want to follow a team, which is for me Liverpool, but for you it could be anyone else. Also, if you want to track more leagues than just the Premier League, go and check out this app. As I said, link down below. So as I said on screen here, if you want to have a quick little recap of Game Week 21, 46 points saw us have a red arrow of about 30k places. We now sit currently at around that 88k mark. Still a nice position to be in. It would have been nice if we did get a green arrow there, but we entered the new year with the red arrow, unfortunately. But hopefully for the rest of the year we can kind of get those green arrows continuously, and that should put us in nice stead for the top 10k or even maybe higher. But the Game Week 21, a little bit of a review. Main players being Jack Grealish. You saw the defense and the midfield not really returning that much. Soyuncu and Alexander-Arnold did their work, but otherwise nothing much to do. We did have Harry Kane with Jamie Vardy being out rested. He came in as our vice captain but didn't do anything, and he is injured now, so that's going to put quite a dampener on our Game Week 22 team selection. So let's get on and look at some transfer options that I am considering. So on screen here I have the transfer options that I'm planning to do for this game week and for the next game week. Obviously that is preparing for Game Week 24. I will currently have 2 free transfers. So 2 free transfers for this game week, and then saving the one next game week or using it, and then another free transfer between Game Week 24. So 4 transfers in total, and that's going to see the likes of Mane and Salah, that Liverpool double up in midfield coming into my squad, which will complete the triple up for that nice double game week. Also going to see Ings making his way in the side, as well as Connolly. So with Connolly, there is some debate that I'm still going through. I'm going to have to make that transfer this week. So the transfers that I'm currently looking at is either one of Mane and Salah in for the likes of Lucas Moura, and then downgrading Harry Kane to Connolly. I just don't really favor Danny Ings' fixture against Leicester, and I currently own the likes of Soyuncu. So going to be playing the odds on that one and hoping for a Soyuncu clean sheet and therefore Danny Ings blank. But otherwise, this week, we'll see the likes of Connolly in. I said a little bit of debate up in arms as I don't have that much money to play with. I have 0.1 million in the bank to play with this combination. So I'm expecting one of these players to go up in price. Probably going to be Danny Ings for next game week, and then I have no money to play with. So currently, Connolly is at 4.5 million, but he is projected to drop in price either tomorrow or Friday night. Hopefully tonight or tomorrow night, as that will see me be able to afford that price. If you don't know, the deadline is on Friday night, so that could be quite a predicament if he doesn't drop in price till then. But currently, Connolly looks like the better option out of the 3. We obviously have Greenwood here, but I'm a little bit skeptical about his starting position. But he is priced at 0.2 cheaper, so that will kind of be the safe option to go for. Another one I'm currently looking at is Martinelli. He played a lot when Arteta was signed to the club, but then unfortunately had a little bit of an injury. So it's going to be interesting to see if he maybe starts, but I won't have that knowledge of that starting team as I'm going to be having to bring them in this game week. I don't really think that it's going to be too much of a predicament though, as most of the players that I bring in that forward position at 4.5 will probably be on the bench. So whether it be Connolly or Greenwood, they're probably going to be on the bench for most game weeks. But I'm really happy about that double up in the Liverpool midfield. It's my favorite option. I know it might not be the best points per pound or points per million if you prefer that saying, but I think that these 2 options have the highest ceiling than the likes of doubling up in the defense. So really excited to own these 2, dreading it a little bit in that double game week on whether who to captain from Mane or Salah, but hopefully we do pick the best combination. With Danny Ings, the player in form this season, probably going to be scoring a lot more goals than he is currently from now to the end of the season, so really keen on bringing him in. And as I said, not keen on the Leicester fixtures, but after that, he has a nice run of green, and that should be lots of FPL points if he continues this current form that he's in. So these are the 4 current transfers I'm going to do. I have not made them yet, so stay tuned for my Twitter for the confirmed transfers. Obviously, the team selection is going to be a little bit different from that, but as I said, stay tuned to Twitter for the confirmed transfers, and then stay tuned on Friday night. I'll be doing a deadline with Dayvy, so that'll be the confirmed team on there. If you can't make the stream, I'll probably upload the team about 5 minutes before the deadline. I usually kind of forget about it because of the stream and then upload it quite shortly. So keep your notifications on for those Twitter notifications. But otherwise, this is the plan for the next couple game weeks, barring any changes. There is the League Cup semi-finals happening tonight. Leicester played, Man City and United played the night before. I'm recording this before that game, so I don't know any news. So if maybe one of the big players like Kevin De Bruyne gets injured, these transfers could make a swap. But other than that, just stay tuned to the Vardy news coming up tonight, and hopefully he does start, as he's probably going to be our captain. But let's get on to that team selection. So as you can see on screen here, this is how the team is currently setting out before any transfers. I spoke about the transfers that I will make. I'll repeat them again later after this team selection. But starting in goal, we have Guaita against Arsenal at home. And unfortunately, I was hoping that Guaita could kind of rack up a couple of clean sheets before this fixture. He plays Arsenal this game week and Man City next, so I don't see many clean sheets in that one, especially because how good Arsenal have been playing recently. So a pity that Guaita hasn't returned me bringing him in, but that's just sometimes how it is. But I'm expecting a couple of save points hopefully from me, as I'm expecting Arsenal to shoot quite a lot. The rest of the defense is Lundstrom against West Ham. West Ham also had that new manager bounce on the weekend against Bournemouth, but I'm pretty sure that Sheffield United should be doing quite well in this one, and hopefully not only a clean sheet, but also attacking return from Lundstrom, always getting forward and in those positions. I think that the Liverpool fixture was quite a hard one to judge him on, and having played Man City and Liverpool consecutively, I'm really hoping that West Ham don't really pitch up here and Sheffield United get a good result. We have Alexander-Arnold against Spurs away. On the current form that Spurs are in, I think that this should be a good result for Liverpool. Hoping for a clean sheet. Liverpool have got about 5 clean sheets in a row, I think, currently. And as you know, Alexander-Arnold always getting forward. And their wing-backs are so important to Liverpool, so I do think he can do well in this one. Soyuncu against Southampton. I know Danny Ings is in immaculate form, but I do think that Leicester can keep a clean sheet here. They just have to kind of limit those Danny Ings chances. I know that's kind of a given, but Danny Ings only needs one chance, as you saw on the weekend against Spurs, and he can kind of pull something out of the hat and score. So hoping for Soyuncu to kind of get a clean sheet here, and maybe even 2 bonus points like he did in Game Week 21. The midfield is where everything's going to change. So I spoke about the 2 transfers I'll be making. It'll be Kane and Lucas Moura out for probably Connolly and Mane. I'm kind of set on Mane right now, but that could always change to Salah. Nice thing is they're all the same price. So Lucas Moura, I'm not going to be talking about him because he'll be on his way out, but I will talk about the one Spurs midfielder, as I will have either Lucas Moura or Ali. So I'm probably going to be having Ali, so I'm just hoping that he can pull something out here. I know it's playing the odds here a little bit because I do own Alexander-Arnold, but I think the best situation will be if Alexander-Arnold gets an attacking return and then Dele Alli also gets an attacking return, as I know a lot of Dele Alli owners have sold him, but I'm not expecting much from Dele Alli. Kind of a standard 2 points hopefully. Hopefully he doesn't pick up a yellow card as he usually does, but that's kind of just hoping that he will do well. I will be holding on to my Spurs midfielder for next game week as well, as they are playing Watford, which I hope should be a better fixture. But with the current form Watford are in, I'm not expecting too much from that one either. Kevin De Bruyne against Aston Villa. Now, he is currently my vice-captain, but I do think Kevin De Bruyne is a worthy captaincy in this one. Aston Villa, terrible form currently. I know they got their win on the weekend, but I do think that's not a good reflection of their past results. And I did own Target for a little bit, and even I transferred him out quite quickly. So I know that Aston Villa aren't used to keeping clean sheets, and I don't think they will in this one. I think this is going to be a really good game for Man City, and hopefully they put quite a couple past Aston Villa. Just check for that team a selection of the previous nights against Man United in that League Cup, as it'll probably give us a good indication of Pep Guardiola's thinking going on into the weekend. So I do think that De Bruyne is a potential captaincy option here. Then we have Traore against Newcastle at home. I'm currently playing Traore instead of Grealish. I know last game week that one kind of bit me, but I think Traore at home is a better fixture than Man City at home, as they do face Newcastle. Should be some attacking runs to go into. I know Watford was a tough game for Traore, mainly because they stacked his side and played quite defensively, and whenever Traore doesn't have space to run into, he's not as effective. So I'm hoping this game will kind of be the opposite, and he will kind of get into good attacking positions. The front line of Rashford, giving Rashford another game week, as he is having Norwich at home, a team that we always like to tune defensively, but recently have been a lot better. But I think if there is a game for United to win at home, it's going to be against Norwich, and hopefully Rashford Rashford gets some attacking returns in that one. I'm probably going to be looking at transferring Rashford out for the likes of Danny Ings the following game week, so this will be a nice send-off if he does do quite well. Then Harry Kane is going to be on his way out, so I'm not going to talk about him. But then we have Vardy against Southampton. He is currently my captain, main reason being he's going to be kind of rested for quite a bit. I know he had that little bit of a knock or injury, but I think he would have recovered from that. Probably going to be playing tonight in that League Cup semi-final, so just keep your eyes on that one. But I do think against Southampton, he should be doing well, and I'm going for kind of safety in this one. I think if I wanted to go for a more out there pick, I might go for De Bruyne or a Liverpool asset, but I think Vardy's kind of a nice safe option to go for and should do quite well. On the bench, Martin is not going to be playing, especially because Fabianski came back. I just have him on here as it was him or Button, and I don't really care about that 0.1 million. Grealish against Man City. Now listen, he could score against Man City. Man City defensively haven't been that great. And the thing with Jack Grealish is he doesn't need many chances to score and is that main attacking outlet for him. I just worry with the likes of Wesley now being injured and Tom Heaton being injured as well. I think that Aston Villa are going to kind of struggle in this one. And I don't think with the possession Man City always have Jack Grealish are going to be able to do much in this one. So that's why he's on my bench. But he could come on. I just stay tuned to that final team selection. With Rico against Watford, Watford have been doing quite well. Bournemouth have been absolutely atrocious. So I do think they'll concede in this one. And I can't really rely on Rico's returns that much. The only reason why I can see Rico maybe coming into the lineup is if I bring in the likes of Greenwood or the likes of Connolly, and I don't think they're going to start, then I can always just play Rico instead of them. Then the last position, Kelly, I'm not going to be doubling up on that Crystal Palace defense this time, as I do think they're really going to concede in this one, and I'm really tired of doubling up on that Crystal Palace defense and then conceding one goal, and that's it. So this is basically going to be the team lineup. Captaincy, I think, is quite decided unless Vardy goes out and gets injured or something like that, but otherwise those transfers probably will be confirmed either tonight or tomorrow night. The nice thing is that we do have Wednesday night and Thursday night to kind of contemplate. And then I will be posting those final transfers over on Twitter. So stay tuned to my Twitter page at Dayvy FPL. Otherwise, this is going to wrap up the video, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Please like it if you did, and subscribe if you're new or have not subscribed yet. Go watch the guide to Game Week 24, that double game week. Quite a good video. Got all the information you need there. And otherwise, I'm going to be signing off. This has been Dayvy FPL, and I'm out. Cheers. Bye.